All right, Tracy. You have a few issues. So you got again 80% of this, I think, there. But your issues really have to do with the shadows and your line work, right? The first issue is just your line work isn't very smooth. All these paths feel really, really janky. Um, so you got to, and I think this is sort of a reoccurring theme with everyone, and that's just you got to get better with the pen tool. It's basically all of Illustrator, and until you understand how it works, you're gonna have a hard time making really nice, fluid-looking paths. And the trick really with the pen tool is to create as few points as possible, so that the line feels really, really fluid. The less amount of points you need, the better the line's going to feel. Um, and I think it's okay to start out with a bunch of points, but come back in and edit it, and see where you can't pull out points so that the path becomes smoother. That's right. You have stuff like this that's all right. Okay, so that's the first issue. And the second issue is just how stuff lines up, right? Because you just try to trace basically the inner, you try to treat everything as independent shapes and just recreate them like this and this. You have stuff that doesn't really match up really well, and like the curve on this doesn't feel like the same curve on this. Same thing over here. Same thing over here, right? Like that doesn't even match up. Um, right, this doesn't match up at all. Um, and I mean that's really just you can't. That's Illustrator makes it really really easy so that you don't have to do stuff like this in a manual way. And once you understand that, it becomes really really easy to create really robust shapes. And the two ways to do it is the Pathfinder tool or creating clipping paths. So if we wanted to give this a shadow, I could take this, copy it, paste it twice, take the top one, sort of drag it away, and what I'm going to do is select the bottom one, give it a shadow fill color, and I'm going to use this to punch out a hole in this. Excuse me. By doing that, you use the Pathfinder tool right here called the minus front. Now you have a really nice shadow, and you basically use the shapes to create the edges, so you don't have to worry about trying to trace this edge, which is really hard to do. The other way to do it is using a clipping path. So if I wanted to make like a crazy shape like this, and say I wanted this to be the shadow of the circle, I could copy the circle, paste it in front, jump it up to the top, and go to Object, Clipping Mask, Make, and now I have a really nice shadow that fits within the underlying shape. And I don't have to worry about the edges. I don't have to go back and trace stuff.